Imagine a world where one person's ambition changed everything. A person who conquered the impossible, leaving an everlasting mark on history. Today, we're not just telling a story. We're unlocking the secrets of a legend whose life offers lessons as valuable as any treasure. Get ready to feel the thrill of discovery, because what you're about to learn will make you see the world and yourself in a whole new light. We are diving into the incredible life of Alexander the Great. His story is not just ancient history, it's a powerful blueprint for leadership, strategy, and pushing beyond perceived limits, directly relevant to the challenges and opportunities we face today. You might think you know his story, but we're going to uncover layers of genius, controversy, and human drama that will surprise and inspire you. Who is this man who, in just a few short years, built an empire stretching from Greece to India? Alexander III of Macedon, better known as Alexander the Great, was born in 356 BC in Pella, the capital of the ancient kingdom of Macedon. His father was King Philip II, a brilliant military strategist who transformed Macedon into a dominant power in the Greek world. His mother was Olympias, a fierce and devout woman who instilled in Alexander a belief in his divine destiny. From a young age, Alexander was destined for greatness. He was tutored by none other than Aristotle, one of the greatest philosophers in history. Aristotle taught him not only rhetoric and philosophy, but also science, medicine, and ethics. This comprehensive education provided Alexander with a sharp intellect and a broad understanding of the world, skills that would prove invaluable in his future conquests. His early life was also marked by a profound connection to his horse Bucephalus, a wild stallion that only Alexander could tame. This anecdote highlights his extraordinary courage and leadership qualities even as a youth. Alexander's military career began at a very young age. At just 18, he led the Macedonian cavalry at the Battle of Chaeronea in 338 BC, a decisive victory that secured Macedonian hegemony over Greece. 2 years later, his father, Philip II, was assassinated, and Alexander, at the tender age of 20, ascended to the throne. His claim was not without challenge, and he swiftly eliminated rivals and consolidated his power, demonstrating a ruthless pragmatism that would become a hallmark of his reign. His immediate priority was to quell the revolts that erupted in the Greek city-states, asserting his authority with a speed and ferocity that shocked his adversaries. The destruction of Thebes, a powerful city that dared to defy him, served as a stark warning to others. He then turned his attention to his father's grand plan, the invasion of the Persian Empire. This was no small feat. The Achaemenid Persian Empire was the largest and most powerful empire the world had ever seen, stretching across 3 continents and possessing vast resources and a formidable army. Yet Alexander was undeterred. He saw himself as the liberateur of the Greek cities in Asia Minor and the avenger of the Persian invasions of Greece a century earlier. In 334 BC, Alexander crossed the Hellespont into Asia Minor with an army of about 48,000 soldiers. His first major confrontation with the Persian forces came at the Battle of the Granicus River. Despite being outnumbered, Alexander's brilliant tactics and personal bravery led to a resounding victory. This battle opened the door to Asia Minor, and Alexander proceeded to liberate the Greek cities along the coast, effectively dismantling Persian control in the region. One significant moment during this campaign was the Gordian knot. According to legend, an oracle declared that whoever could untie the complex knot would rule Asia. Alexander, faced with this challenge, famously cut the knot with his sword, demonstrating his unconventional and decisive approach to problems. This act became a metaphor for his entire campaign. He would not be bound by traditional obstacles. His march continued eastward, leading to the Battle of Issus in 333 BC. Here he faced the main Persian army, led by King Darius III himself. Alexander's smaller, more disciplined army, arrayed in the formidable Macedonian phalanx, outmaneuvered the vast Persian host. Darius fled the battlefield, leaving behind his family and an immense treasure. This victory was a turning point, severely weakening Persian morale and demonstrating Alexander's tactical superiority. Following Issus, Alexander moved south to conquer the Levant and Egypt. He laid siege to the heavily fortified city of Tyre, a siege that lasted 7 months and showcased Alexander's engineering prowess. He built a massive causeway to reach the island city, an incredible feat of ancient engineering. After conquering Tyre, he marched into Egypt, where he was welcomed as a liberator and hailed as the son of the god Amun. In Egypt, he founded the city of Alexandria, which would become a center of learning and culture for centuries. His actions in Egypt solidified his legitimacy and provided a strong base for his continued eastward expansion. In 331 BC, Alexander confronted Darius III once more at the Battle of Gaugamela, near modern-day Mosul in Iraq. This was the largest battle of his campaigns, with the Persian army estimated to be over 250,000 men. Alexander's tactical genius shone brightest here. He employed complex maneuvers, feigned retreats, and swift cavalry charges to break the Persian lines. Despite overwhelming numbers, Alexander achieved a decisive victory, effectively ending the Achaemenid Persian Empire. Darius fled again and was later assassinated by his own satraps, leaving Alexander as the undisputed ruler of the vast Persian dominion. After Gaugamela, Alexander captured the Persian capitals of Babylon, Susa, and Persepolis. The riches found in these cities were immense, providing Alexander with the resources to fund his enormous army and further his ambitions. He burned Persepolis, the ceremonial controversial act that historians still debate today. Was it revenge for the Persian destruction of Athens, a symbolic end to the old empire, or a drunken mistake? Alexander then pushed further east into Central Asia and eventually India. His campaigns in these regions were arduous, characterized by fierce resistance from local tribes and challenging geographical conditions. He faced a particularly difficult challenge in the Hindu Kush Mountains, and against the Indian king Porus at the Battle of the Hydaspes River in 326 BC. This battle, fought against war elephants, was one of Alexander's toughest, but his strategic brilliance again prevailed. His army, however, was exhausted and weary of constant warfare. They had been campaigning for nearly a decade, thousands of miles from home. Despite Alexander's desire to push further into India, his soldiers mutinied, refusing to go on. Reluctantly, Alexander agreed to turn back, marking the easternmost extent of his empire. The return journey was fraught with peril, particularly through the Gedrosian desert, where thousands of his soldiers perished due to harsh conditions. This retreat highlights the immense human cost of his relentless ambition. Alexander's vision was not just about conquest, it was also about cultural fusion. He encouraged his soldiers to marry local women, adopted some Persian customs, and established numerous cities that became centers of Hellenistic culture. He believed in a shared Hellenic-Persian identity, aiming to create a new unified empire rather than simply a conquered one. However, this vision was not always embraced by his Macedonian generals, leading to tensions and conspiracies. His reign was not without its darker moments, including the execution of several close associates, like Parmenion and his son, Philotas, on charges of treason, and the killing of Clitus the Black, a lifelong friend in a drunken rage. These incidents reveal the complex and sometimes volatile personality of Alexander. Alexander died in Babylon in 323 BC at the age of 32. The cause of his death remains a subject of intense debate among historians. Theories range from malaria or typhoid fever to poisoning. His sudden death left a massive power vacuum. His generals, known as the Diadochi, immediately began to fight amongst themselves for control of his vast empire. This period, known as the Wars of the Diadochi, led to the fragmentation of Alexander's empire into several Hellenistic kingdoms, such as the Seleucid Empire, the Ptolemaic Kingdom of Egypt, and the Antigonid Kingdom of Macedon. While his empire did not remain unified, Alexander's legacy was profound. He spread Greek culture, language, and influence across a vast area, initiating the Hellenistic Age, a period of remarkable cultural exchange and intellectual achievement that lasted for nearly 3 centuries. His military tactics were studied for centuries, and he became an enduring figure of heroism and inspiration, influencing Roman emperors, medieval knights, and modern leaders alike. So, what can we take away from the life of Alexander the Great? His story is a testament to the power of ambition, strategic brilliance, and sheer determination. He reshaped the ancient world, proving that, with enough vision and will, seemingly insurmountable obstacles can be overcome. However, It also serves as a cautionary tale about the perils of unchecked power, the human cost of war, and the fleeting nature of even the grandest empires. His life was a whirlwind of conquest, innovation, and personal drama, leaving an indelible mark on the course of human history. Alexander's legend continues to fascinate and challenge us, reminding us of the extraordinary heights and tragic lows that can define a single remarkable life.